Hello.
Good evening, everybody. This
Hi.
is Chris.
And I'm Sarah.
With FunkyBrims, and welcome to FunkyBrims Live tonight, July the 23rd. So I just saw a post go up for those of you on Facebook that'll have a lot of information. We'll get back to, it is. I don't know where that came from, but there we go.
I'm going to work on making that prettier. So I'll be back.
All right. So again, welcome. We'll kind of talk and introduce ourselves a little bit as everyone's getting on. Hello, Philip, Clifton. Those people starting to jump on. So we are FunkyBrims. Our location is in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, right outside of Tulsa, bricks and mortar. But we ship every day to anywhere in the United States, several countries, and really about any country. Hey, Johnny, how are you doing tonight? David. Go to funkybrims.com. There's a little banner across the top, and you'll see one that says live, and it'll show everything we're looking at tonight. You can also go to the QR code, should be in one corner or another, or they're in that big long post that posted at the very beginning. There is the link to the live. The code tonight is going to be BRIMS20, so 20% off all the caps except Boston Scally and our collaboration caps with Hales. Hey, Christy, again, Johnny. So we will, Sarah's sharing it around. Hey, Eric, Michael. So yeah, we got some new caps to look at tonight. Again, we got the code going. We'll have a giveaway at the end. And so we'll have a mystery box of your choice for the winner. So every comment is an entry into the drawing. And so let's go.
Let's go.
So yeah, keep the questions coming. We definitely want to talk tonight. Sorry, making sure my phone was turned off there. And so making sure that everything's ready to go. And so I think Sarah shared it around, getting some more people on. Hey, Ricardo, Charles, Michael. Yeah, we'll do. There'll be one winner at the end. And so we're good tonight. So everyone probably was expecting, just like we were, for the layered hats to get in. It has been a nightmare with customs. Again, this thing's, every time you think it's about fixed, they screw it up again. And so it's been, those hats were supposed to be here Monday, and they're still sitting in Cincinnati, where they've been since Monday. Did finally get a good final customs clearance today in the afternoon. So hopefully they throw it on the plane and it ends up in Tulsa tomorrow before we leave. Because Sarah and I are leaving Saturday morning. We're going to be at market for a while and doing a few things. So next week.
Oh, I think the next live will be.
The next live will be from
California.
From California. Yeah, we'll be in Palm Springs. And we are going to have Colin and Matt and Jenna, I think, will be on as well next Thursday night.
Not next while we're in California, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the one while we're in California, they're going to be on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they can. Yeah, so we're.
That's a lot of dependence on a hotel signal.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. All right, so let's go and start talking about some of these. We had a restock on the Breakwater, which is this one. This one sold out like the very first week. This is by Capus, and it is 70% silk, 30% linen. Breakwater. It's got this plaid on top, got this kind of hatch on the side, all the way to the cork in the back. So Breakwater. Those of you who wanted that and missed it the first time, there is a restock out there. It's been out there for a couple of days, so I know some of you found that. But new this week is similar. But different colorway. Those of you like the tans and browns or want both, this one is going to be called the Driftwood. So same price, $82, made in Italy. Same thing, 70% silk, 30% linen. So this is just a super nice material. Got this little bit of cork on the back, really thin summer lining, really comfortable cap. So this one is the Driftwood, and that one is new tonight from Capus. Again, $82. The code will work, so 20% off on that. So you'd be looking at like $16 off or something like that. And the other thing I forgot to mention at the beginning is all the prices we quote are going to be shipping included, so no extra shipping on top of those. And yeah, keep the questions coming. you know, and again, each of those are comments. All those comments are entries into a drawing for a free mystery box of your choice at the end. And so, all right, so talked about the driftwood and the breakwater, and let's go to a couple of new ones from Hologram. So these are going to be going up to size 61. They have a little stretch to them. Had a bunch of linen this year from Hologram, as you guys know. And so this one is going to be called the Linen Plaid in blue. And we've had similar checks from them before. The ones with the blue on the side, I think we may have had something kind of similar to that a couple of years ago, but this is a little bit different plaid on the top. You see it's got some little bit brighter colors in it. Not much, but then this one's not like a herringbone or something like that. It's just a nice crosshatch. This one is going to be pure linen, made in Paris. I'm sorry, made in Italy, brought in from Paris. 100% linen by Hologram. Typical sort of shape that the Hologram flat caps are going to have. And so this one again is going to be called the Linen Plaid in blue. And then we also have the Linen Plaid in sand. Which will be this one right here. And so it kind of plays tricks with you, but you can see that plaid on the top is not the same. So these, those are different. Got the blue on the side or the tan, a little bit different coordinating colors on the top. And so Linen Plaid, and these are going to be $56. And so again, take your 20% off of that. You're looking at a great cap made in Italy, linen, under $50, shipping included. So I don't think you beat that too many places. Christy asked, is there a collab next week? I think there's probably a pretty good bet. Again, Colin and Jenna, we're not going to announce that for sure, but the Colin and Jenna and Matt will be back on there again. We'll be talking about a shaka.
They're there for a reason.
And there for a reason. Talking about the process of the shaka and Matt's drawing and all that kind of stuff. Let's see. You guys had the Purple Rain. Of course, that dropped and it sold out completely. And we were able
to talk about that. Let's talk about the Purple Rain. Yeah. And
then we were able to do a restock, which ended at midnight last night. And that was a really strong order. We did add a few to it. So, when that comes in, we will have a few extras, but not a lot. So I hope you got it if you wanted it. But again, there will be some. And right now, what they told me is that the Purple Rain, the order that we finalized the numbers on, is probably going to be shipping out of Ireland on about August 8th. So,
Which is great.
Yeah, that's really fast.
That's not normal.
We ordered a lot of caps. This was, I think, this one. Once those are in and all these are sold, this will be the biggest seller we've ever had. We're now with we've passed how many we had on the even the Shelby Co. collab at this point.
Yeah, it's funny. I feel like we say that all the time though.
Yeah, but that purple one was cool. And so there we go.
The purple women's is cool.
The purple women's is cool, yeah. All right. Let's see.
Boom. Okay, so let's see. Do any of these come in an 8-panel?
Yeah, we sure do. We have, there's plenty of Newsboys. Anything that's called a Newsboy out there is going to be an 8-panel. And we'll show off a couple of those here in a second. So I'll actually grab that. We do still have, speaking of numbers being up, Lava Silica last week is getting into where we certainly had higher numbers. And some of them went pretty quickly, and some of them kind of planned on having enough, especially like the Shelby and all that. But I did want to show those real quick here. I'll just pull a couple of them off the wall. So the Lava Silica of the Patchwork Newsboy is $84, and that is this one. And then there's just still a fair number of them out there. Got this really nice kind of weave at the front, plaid, this kind of blue herringbone, and this nice stripe on the back. So that's the Patchwork Newsboy, and that one is $84. And then we also had the blue Summer Tommy, which is this one right here, and we've ordered quite a few of those. So those of you who are looking for this, it's still out there also. And it's blue herringbone, definitely summer weight and all of that good stuff. and that one was $80. And then last but not least is this Deco Weave flat cap, $82. Really, those of you who've got them in have gotten a lot of comments and messages, emails and stuff saying, man, this is one great fabric. And it is kind of like the hemp was, or hemp's still out there on some as well. But this one is a Deco Weave, and that is the flat cap version of it. And so let's see. Any questions, anything, just yell at me if there's anything that you see on the comments there.
Wouldn't let me wear it for passport photos. No, you cannot wear a hat in a passport photo.
Yeah.
You cannot smile in a passport photo.
That's right. We
went
to turn in the passports one time in person, and you smiled too much.
Yeah.
They made you go take another picture.
It was a whole ordeal.
Right.
Rain and blood. Yeah. Johnny wants a blood red herringbone, like the purple rain, but in red.
That would be pretty cool.
I love that, rain and blood. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
What was that? You just showed it and threw it down.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, those of you who were asking for Newsboys, and if you just go through with Hologram, there's a lot of Newsboys. Don't have any new ones this week that we're going to show, but definitely plenty of them out there. And Capus has some as well. Other new one this week is one more color in the linen tone. So this will probably be the last one in the linen tone. But it is a nice brown. I've had several requests, and we kind of looked at some of them. So it's a nice brown. Again, this is going to be 100% linen, brought in from Hologram, made in Italy. It'll be Italian linen, and this one is going to be
a pretty brown.
It is a pretty brown, and that's coming from somebody that didn't always love browns. But it's just a nice, rich chocolate brown. And
but it has. Is it a sheen? What is it?
It's got well, it's all linen, so yeah, it definitely does have a little sheen to it. And $58 on these. And then again, the 20% off will work on that as well. Those of you who have the other linen tones, we have them in forest, which is green. We have them in navy, which of course is going to be the blue. Really pretty blue, by the way. In rust, which is going to be this one. And we have slate, which I did not grab, but we also have sand, which is this one. And the new one tonight, which is this one, which is just linen tone brown. So those are new tonight. And yeah, it's a great price. Again, shipping's included in all those. Use the 20% off and see what you like there.
Let's see what else we got going on.
What do we got going on?
Y'all are liking that linen one and the linen tone for sure. Yeah. Dragon Tears. I like that. There's some cool names.
Yeah. Somebody asked about wax caps, and I think this is a good thing to talk about for a second with Hologram. We are going to restock the red wax cap, but we're not doing it right now. It's going to be a little bit, but with Hologram, most of them, as some of you have found out, if you really want one of them and we're out of it, we can send a pre-order through to you, send you an invoice, put it on order, and we'll have it in 10 to 14 days. So if you really want that red wax cap, just send an email to info@funkybrims.com.
Yeah.
And let us know what you want, and we can hook it up for you, get it on order, and get you whatever you want. So even the ones we're sold out, we can usually get those.
Of Hologram.
Right.
To be clear.
Hologram, right. Hologram is nice in that you can order, if we just, like for that one, we're not ready to restock it, we can just order one and get it in. And so a lot of them we have, there's obviously overall minimums, but we're buying enough from Hologram that's never a problem.
Yeah.
But we can do it. So we've had a request. Sarah, let's see the women's.
Coming. Okay. These are Mucros. Sorry, there's just a lot going on behind the scenes here. Let's see here. So this is the okay, so we have all the Mucros things in, and we've ordered all the colors really that they have. They have a couple of different shades of like different things that end up all looking the exact same. So we ordered the different colors. So you guys have all of those. Those are on the website. It's Mucros has its own collection if you want to click that, but it's also on the live. So if you want to go through, like that's the one that goes.
This is so let's talk about the shape. So this one is they call it the Newsboy. It's got the little flower on the side. It does have 8 panels.
I do not call it the Newsboy on our site because that's very confusing.
We do now. We made it match up. So yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, if it says The Mucros
I
is
didn't
those,
because
right?
it was confusing.
And then this is the new flapper cap style.
Okay, so this though the style, but like the purple, this is the purple that you guys just ordered with the purple rain. So this is the women's flapper version of the purple rain. So for those of you that got a purple rain, if you want your wife to have a matching hat, this is it.
Purple rain.
Yep.
Yep.
This is it. And it is a flapper. It is the cutest thing in the world. So we have, where's the other one? We have we have a couple of colors in this, but obviously that's the purple one. We also have like this, like these are great fall caps. They're not, I mean, they are whatever this is called, the wool. But it's not like, I mean, again, he always says it's the liner. It's not horribly hot. No, it's 1,000 million degrees here. So it is hot here. We're about to be all walking around naked. So the one I have on my head is kind of like a baseball cap, but obviously it comes down a little bit. It clearly is their Newsboy. It has a little bit more elastic back here in the back, and it has a flower right here. So for Mucros, all of their women's caps that are not the flapper cap, they have the flower on them. So we got this in several different colors. So this is a green. I will tell you, the ones that, the pictures on the website that have their model in it, they've made it a little brighter. So I've tried to add a lot of extra
real pictures.
Yeah, real pictures, because they just kind of made it brighter than it really is. This is an Irish company, so their colors are going to be more not muted, but like darker. I guess like a darker color. For us Americans, we would have, or I would have it hot pink. But here we are.
They're talking about the heat in Vegas.
Oh,
that's we're going to be there the first part of next week, and it's really hot.
And then this is your Black Watch. Do we know why it's called Black Watch?
We do, but that would take a whole hour.
Okay.
It's a Scottish military tartan, basically. Short answer.
It's a blue and green plaid. It has a flower, and it's super cute. That's all I really cared about. But anyway, there's a whole bunch of the different colorways on there for women. So we have actually put in quite a bit of these, and we're going to continue that. And if they drop a new color that's different than the ones we have, we'll continue to order more so we can build up that women's side, the women's collection. We're real careful about that because not all of these companies make great women's caps, to be honest with you. There's some of them that have been a little bit questionable. So we're really trying to figure out what we like. I love the Mucros stuff. I mean, I love it. And so we've really been bringing that in quite a bit. So that's kind of.
And if you like the flapper cap style, we actually put in our first order today of a collaboration cap where we're going to do a women's shape in the women's cap and the flapper cap for one of them coming up. So that is a little bit ways off, but we're kind of. Sarah's liking the flapper cap, kind of 20s.
So, well, here's what I like.
Look.
Yes, but what I like, here's the thing, and it's kind of cool, like the way that we operate. So obviously we have the 2 stores, but then we also have online. But it's neat in store because we can see what people gravitate to and what they go to. These are selling like crazy in our store. So these women are coming in and they're buying it. And what I'm seeing is that it doesn't matter the size of your head. We've all talked about the big head problem. And so like, it doesn't matter if your head is huge or small or whatever. The style looks flattering. And so most women have been, it's also a very, I think it's a more common shape for women. So women who aren't wearing those or branching over to like the men's and stuff like that, they're more like eager, or not eager, I guess more whatever, more apt to grab these and try them. So anyway, it might get a lot of your wives interested in your hat game. For those of you who are trying to get your women over there, you might be able to.
Thank you. So I saw somebody ask what I was wearing, which I appreciate since I put it on, so somebody would ask what I was wearing. This one is the Skyport. Now, this is not a new cap. This is one that we had 2 summers ago. It's sold out, and we hadn't restocked it. It's been on the website some. People have done special orders. That's a great example. And I don't know, this one kind of got interesting to some people, and we got several special orders in a row on this, and so we decided to go ahead and bring this one in. This one is going to be $52 again before the discount. Just grab this one. This one's actually not mine. It's one size too small. So that's the reason it may just kind of be riding a little bit different than some of the hologram ones are for this one, because it is one size small, but it fit for now. But you see, it's just a great plaid of various tones of blue, and again, really thin summer liner, all that kind of stuff. And so again, $52. Take 20% off of that. And this one is the Skyport. So Skyport, nice blue plaid, just a great summer cap. This one's 100% cotton. So 100% cotton, again, like the other holograms, made in Italy, brought in from Paris. And so there we go. Great. It's not even the cap of the week, and you can get it for, right at $40 or something shipped tonight. And then the other one that we restocked that we've had a lot of requests for lately, and one of my favorite ones from a couple of summers ago again, is this blue pinwheel. So this one is, somebody asked earlier if we had any Newsboy shapes. So this one is obviously a Newsboy. It's a 6-panel Newsboy, still a Newsboy to me. But you can kind of see it's the grays, blue, gray, and just a really fun summer cap. This one is 100% linen. So 100% linen, $56. Can take the 20% off. Nice. Italian linens are just nice. And this one's one of those that's great. Wear it with the grays, wear it with the blues, whatever it is. And there we go. Let's see. Who makes the Skyport? Philip asked. That is Hologram. So yeah, both of these, the Hologram and the blue pinwheel, are both from Hologram. So Ryan Reimer said 2 things that are interesting. He said, "Where are those ducks?" And so we're about to get there. I think the next collaboration will be the last one without the duck bill, which I'm not going to call a duck bill, by the way. I think we're kind of settling on it being our club cap. I decided to come up with a name for our own. So when you see club cap, eventually that's going to refer to our duck bill or pub shape. Let's see. Any other questions there? So yeah, it's a couple of Skyport things. So again, Skyport is going to be this one right here, blue pinwheel, this one here.
Yeah, some of you guys came in after we started after we had already had the Skyport. Like after, I mean, we had some caps, like some of y'all that weren't there in the very, very beginning.
Yeah.
We can bring some of those back.
Yep. Well, that's kind of what I thought, especially just kind of watch what people, a lot of you dig through the website and see some of the old ones and it's all sold out. So that's the reason I wanted to make the point with the hologram ones in particular, which is a lot of the older ones that you might still see out there, and that we can do a special order for you and send you an invoice and have it in, and so it's not no big a deal. Asked about somebody asked, I think it's Dubs asked just a second ago about the Capus. I really like the Capus. I mean, every one of them I've had so far, but these are really, like, I find myself wearing these. I mean, I don't know. I wore this, I think, 2 days in a row this week, the new Driftwood after it was in, and the Breakwater as well. These are just, kind of throw it on with anything. Neither one of these necessarily have any red, but they, they both kind of work, with even a t-shirt like this. And so Capus, again, the Breakwater and Driftwood, and this one's new tonight, the Driftwood, $82 on those. And then we also had the linen plaid. So linen plaid in blue, which is this one, and in sand. So that kind of, I think, for those of you who weren't on at the very beginning. And Ryan also said that it's not hot in Vegas. And some of you know this, I have a client out in Vegas, and it's one of the reasons, when we go out there for market and also meet with him, and he said the same thing. He used to live in Tulsa, and he said 110 in Vegas is literally about like 90 here, with the difference.
That would be amazing right
when
now.
I think you look at the heat index and all that kind of stuff, it all probably works that way. So
we're dying here right now.
Are those both the same fabric? I'm not sure which ones you're talking about, but let's kind of break this down and let me see side by side. I'm gonna, if you're talking about the Capus, this is obviously not the same. You can see the sides, not the same. This one has some blues and reds. This one's got tans and black going on around. The cork's going to be the same cork, but I think you'll find that's the only thing that is the same. And underside of the brim, again, you can kind of see the difference there. They're not definitely not the same. So There we go. But the driftwater and the breakwater, they're the same fabric mix, different fabrics. So they're both 70% silk and 30% linen. So silk and linen and a little bit of cork is all you're going to find in these hats. So this is really nice Italian fabric, very lightweight. You can kind of see the finger rolling around under there. So again, the driftwater and the breakwater and the driftwood. I was saying that 10 times real fast.
Oh, right.
Kind of got lost in that there.
That's funny. Is the linen plaid, is that Capus?
Linen plaid. Sorry, let me go back to that and show the linen plaid. This is hologram. So we are linen plaid is going to be 100%. It's going to be pure linen from hologram. So this linen plaid is going to be hologram, and same way with the linen tones. So lots of linen. All these ones that kind of start with the name linen at the beginning are all going to be hologram. All going to be Italian linen, 100% linen. So
77 in Dayton. What in the world?
So somebody posted on one of the groups this morning. He was out drinking coffee or something. It was 55 this morning. I'm like,
where are they? Alaska?
North Pole, or I was like, man, I need to go wherever you're at right now because it was brutal here.
Yeah, what in the
very
world?
High humidity and over 100.
That's crazy.
Ricardo asked a great question. Any new brimmed hats coming aside from the 6,000 in the container? Yes.
I can't even think about that container.
We had already ordered some great brims caps that we picked out when Pablo was here from them.
We have literally never spoken about that container anymore after you've talked about it here. I can't even handle the conversation. Just like, forget it.
Yeah. So 55 would have been nice this morning.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Do you stock any of the Mucros Killarney pub caps?
We do not yet. Mucros is a new line for us, and been kind of trying them out. And obviously, it's going well. Great feedback. I think everybody likes them, all that kind of stuff. And so,
so we like them, but I will say, like, I think their hat names are really confusing. And some of the hat styles, because like we use those words for other things.
Yeah, their Newsboy is a driving cap.
Yes.
So driving cap, and so you just kind of have to get used to it a little bit.
As the person who has to put it into the website, I'm over here like I just get so confused.
Yeah. So Ricardo's coming back here. I'm sorry, Ricardo mentioned. And get this out. A long day. Mentioned Pablo in his comments there, as I did.
What?
Pablo's going to be back here in August. So we'll already be designing next spring and summer's caps with him, and So,
he's coming back fast.
They're going to start kicking out the fall stuff we designed back in March or whenever before too long. So somebody asked to see the Skyport again. There we go. Let's see, what else did we talk about? Again, at the beginning, next week we will be in Palm Springs by then. We're going to be in Vegas for market, and then take a couple of days away in Palm Springs. But we will. We'll
so
be
you
there.
might not get answers as quickly as normal, because I'm going to try and convince somebody to put the phone down and to stop talking about the hats for a minute, just a minute.
Yeah.
Just 3 days. That's it.
We'll still do the live next Thursday night.
Right.
Though.
See, doesn't even matter.
Colin and Jenna and Matt will all be on, so that'll be good. I think everybody kind of enjoyed that.
Do you have any hints towards Halloween caps at all?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this year's collaboration. I really like the patchwork that we've put together, and the other surprise that's gonna probably be one of the more sought after caps we've ever made that'll come out around that time. So just imagine if all those purple plaids got together on one patchwork, Newsboy or something like that. That'd be pretty cool.
And they had a baby.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Excited the patchwork coming out around then's got a lot of purples and blacks that we picked fabrics out. We actually bought whole rolls of fabric, and they got shipped to us, and we had to ship them to Italy and all that kind of stuff. So
which generally speaking, that's not really fun to do.
No, it's it all sounds like a good idea. Do you find yourself carrying the big bolts of fabric into the UPS store, but we probably could have gone to pick it up. But anyway, we digress. Will there be a fall Funky Blinders? Kyle Norton asked. If only. We might be looking at it right now if customs had come through a couple of days sooner. That's how close we are to having another Funky Blinders. So yes.
No way, you do not say.
But we don't have to. I made a pin to go with that. We're waiting on the pin. I know the pin has shipped as well. So yeah, we'll have them.
The
we'll
pin
have
may
them
get
all
here. I mean, well, everything will be here by the time we're back.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, there's going to be I went ahead. I didn't bring in all the fall ones from Laird, but we did go ahead and do Oxblood Newsboys. So there will be some Oxblood Newsboys in there, and lots of other good stuff. So we'll just wait and see. And the dragon scales, as people will call them, the purple dragon scales, and a new color dragon scales be in there as well, as some just restocks on some summer ones and all that stuff. So yeah, that really nice teal that we did that they had last year that sold out in like one. We thought it was selling out fast because it all went the first day. And so will the Tommy Purple make a return? Yeah, probably so. And but it's a lot of it's about finding the material. I mean, honestly, I've been looking for a great, purple Tommy for a long time and could not find a fabric that I like any better. This Mucros fabric that is on that one is just phenomenal fabric. When you get to see it, yeah, it's those that are coming, but it is the same as on this women's one. But you see, there's a lot of depth there, and when you start looking at it, you start seeing blues, and it's just a great sort of Irish material. And honestly, I haven't found another purple I like better than this in terms of making one of those. So until we find the right fabric, I'd rather not do it than do it with something I don't like. So let's see. Yeah, great teal. Great teal coming. That one will be a Newsboy only, and that one that's seems to be everybody's favorite from Laird. We'll have a few flat ones. Jesse asked, did we order extra Mucros purple? We did order some extra. We needed to. They had already started working on a pretty good order, and they knew we were going to add some, so that's why we had to cut off that pre-sale and put in the final numbers this morning. But yeah, we added a decent number on them, extra ones, but also let everyone. I feel like everyone at least had a chance to get in on that one where we could make as many as we needed to, and so yeah. Somebody asked the Skyport in 61. I don't. If it's not out there, then we're not going to have it. We can try to order it. If we didn't get 61s, then we'll have to see again. This one's been out a couple of years, so this is not one that necessarily we're going to be able to restock forever. I think kind of what they have is what they have, in their warehouse in Paris for that one. So, let's see. Yeah, so you guys like the pre-sale? I mean, I didn't know, but that was kind of the only way, especially with one like that where we can order, not necessarily unlimited numbers, but quite a few if we needed to. So I'm glad, because honestly, I'd already put in an order and had this, had a second run coming, and the pre-sale ended up being quite a bit higher than the number I was going to order. So I'm glad we did the pre-sale, or we would have had people wanting them again. So and be looking at a third run. So I'm glad that we did that this time, but we won't do that. Again, if it's not something we know we can get back, we don't know. So let's see. Somebody asked about grails. Yeah, some of y'all saw I am running a couple of auctions on one of the sites with some more rare, the Boston Scowly caps from a personal collection. And so that's there are some of those out there as well. Nightmare 1, Nightmare 2, some other ones that are ending. So yeah, there's pretty good collection here that we're going through to piece some of those out like that.
Can you explain why we cannot do a pre-sale for everything?
Yeah, well, first of all, a lot of it's the lead time. That's the one thing about Mucros. Again, being able to do a pre-sale now and have it, ship on August 8th is, that's pretty close. Again, they were already running quite a few of them and have a lot of them made. So we're really just kind of looking at what we were adding to that order. as we finalized it today. But some of them, again, you think about like Alfonso or something like that, where I was talking about, we're ordering our caps for next spring and summer in August. We ordered the ones that are coming in from the fall, back in March, and so that's the kind of timing on those, and it's just not really set up to do.
Well, and obviously with the, I mean, again, and I know you've heard Colin talk about this with the collabs and why we can't do a pre-sale there. If we did a pre-sale for a collab, there's so many moving parts to that and so many different companies and people that are involved in that. Also, you're looking at 6 to 8 months out.
Yeah.
So you could, I mean, if you think about, and people get angry. Here's the thing, like in anyone, like not just our people, I just mean anywhere. But like if you bought something and you do a pre-sale and then it's like 8 months before you actually get the item, people don't like that.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't want me to come in August and say, hey, we're doing a pre-sale on, things that'll be delivered next April. Or I wouldn't if I was you. Some people might, but we'll kind of figure it out. But we're just kind of adding more and more. Christmas caps ordered, some of them. We're still finalizing a couple of things on that. So somebody asked if there's going to be a redo of the Rudolph. The answer to that's no. But will there be another one this year? Yes. So we're not gonna miss miss doing some cool caps there.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's the coordination on these is it's more than just making the cap. It's first of all sourcing the fabric. You can't.
Right.
You have to know what you can find. We're having the woven labels made separate. Which starts with Matt Dick doing the artwork for it,
which you guys met last week,
right?
Yeah.
We're doing pins for it. All this kind of stuff, and then getting it all to come together is kind of got it down right now. But
well, I think it's funny because like one of the things that was really kind of cool if you think about, I mean, Matt is in Canada. So you've got, Hales in Texas, us in Oklahoma, working in Ireland, trying to get, or not Ireland, Italy, trying to get all the stuff made and everything shipped around. It really is a really huge undertaking to get all of this stuff done for the flannel.
Yeah, well, and then also, not to go too much into it, but there's also minimums, right? And so, you have to make sure to do something like that you're going to have enough interest to hit the minimums, and every company has different minimums, and some of them, if it's one they stock like Mucros, they're ones that they keep in stock. You can do fairly small orders on. If you want to talk them into making hats out of the fabric, they've made the women's hats out of those. They never made the men's, and so that was we had to throw out some pretty decent numbers to motivate them to want to do that. And then we came back with an even bigger order the second time, so they're happy.
The thing that I think we have totally underestimated with having our stores, both of the stores, is the amount of time we're begging people to make stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, even on my side, like it has nothing to do with hats, like keychains or whatever.
Like the second time's easy. The next time I call them up and say, hey, I got this fabric that's going to sell real well, they'll be like, how many do you want?
Yeah, well, you're trying to convince them that you actually do run a business that sells products.
Right.
It's so weird.
Yeah. So anyway, it's fun. And Rob Ragosta says we need a FunkyBrims Grateful Dead inspired cap with a T-shirt.
Ooh.
I was actually looking at ideas of doing a tie dye. So that
would be awesome.
That's well on the list of things that we would like to do. We just don't want to necessarily have to, you could always order white caps and just, mix it up and let you stand in the kitchen and tie-dye things for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
Time. Yeah. We'll figure that out though.
It is weird that it takes so much time. I didn't really realize that until we were working with Colin on the whatever you call them, exclusive.
Yeah. Well, and I'll tell you, what is worse than anything, I can't tell you how many hours I've spent on hold, and I'm trying to do other stuff, but having the phone on hold, waiting to dealing with customs with layered. Right. I mean, that's one of the things that you don't think about is like Hologram ships, all the time. And, when we first started with Alfonso and having our own line and the tariffs started, we had a lot of problems. with that, they've kind of got it down. We're the only ones that stock layered in the United States. We're the first ones to be a wholesaler for layered, and I think still the only one in the United States. And so, this was only the second time we've ordered from them since the tariffs have been in place. And so it's been, there was just some things missed on the paperwork, and man, they kill you when you miss one little thing on the paperwork.
Well, you remember all that stuff I went through trying to get coasters into this country.
Right. Well, and it just goes on a different path. There's the one that's just ready and it sails right through. And then if it takes anything, then they start looking at everything and whatever. So
there's cool things though about, I can see, so I know I'm off the camera, but I'm sorry about that. I just have to do all the back end. But the thing that's cool about us, if I can brag on him a little bit, we are a small business, but because we're a small business, we're able to get into places that some of these bigger companies can't. So some of these smaller hat companies that we're able to bring in, larger companies couldn't, but also these smaller hat companies are also small businesses.
Right.
Dude, we're all trying to figure this crap out at the exact same time. Like, we're all sitting here like, how do we do this? How do we do that? And that, I think, is something that, and then when the tariffs come, now we're all looking at each other like, now what do we do? And it's like literally everybody's just constantly trying to figure it out. And I think for the customer side, you kind of miss all of that, especially when you're used to dealing with large companies like Target, Walmart, or Nordstrom or something like that, and you're just ordering your stuff. For us, we're all back here going, okay, now what? What do we do? Like, how do we get that from this country to this country to match up with that guy over there? And that's the craziest part, I think, that we've done, is just like coordination of countries, moving stuff between countries. Of course, I guess the absolute craziest thing is going to be this container on a boat that is going to get here.
It's shipping out next week.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to throw up.
Yep.
Yeah. All of that's crazy to me.
Do we have a denim cap that can be worn now in Oklahoma heat? We do, actually. I'm trying to remember.
We have a women's denim cap for sure, but I have the other one. Yeah, we have that patchy one.
We have the patchy one, and there's also another blue denim, and the name just escaped me.
Hang tight, I'll get it.
Right there, but yeah. Yeah, we can do, I don't know, that tie-dye cap is a really interesting idea. So, let's see. Yeah, and I'm not going to mention names. They can identify themselves. I felt bad on the layered because I know there was people planning on driving up here the day it was coming in, and all that kind of stuff. We kept having to push it back and all that stuff. So, yep, Jesse, we are getting a whole container from Alfonso. So it's going to be 6,000 caps and hats, all sizes, all styles in there. So it's going to be interesting. About 200 boxes. So. We're still trying to decide exactly how we're going to do that, but layered hats are coming. Again, I'm hoping the denim bootlegger. That's the one that I was trying to think of just a second ago.
Ow! I almost smashed my fingy. So we have the denim. This is the denim Newsboy. This is a hologram. Do you want to talk about that? And then we have denim lookalikes that are in linen, which are lighter. So
there's also there is somebody just mentioned that there is a denim out there as well.
For who? For what brand?
It's Hologram. It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah. So we have this patchwork that you guys have seen. I think that one's the Rebel. And then we have the bestseller of the holograms so far this year is the linen wheel, which is this one right here. This one's going to be 100% linen. Same kind of thing from Hologram. Great cap. Wear that with almost anything. And so... Yep.
What would be so cool is if we could be down there when the container gets here and like video that. That would be awesome. But I guess it's really just a container on a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It'll be awesome when we open the container. You know what we'll do? Let's video our reaction in like the first opening of the container. How people do it in unboxing. Right. We won't do a fake one. We're too old to be fake.
Uncontainering.
Uncontainering. Yes, instead of an unboxing.
There we go. Uncontainering. I just made up a new word.
You did. And we're so old, we think that's funny. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I pulled my back this week. So there's a couple of days where I was honestly on a lot of muscle relaxers. I pulled my back this week. Speaking of getting old, I needed to get into a bottom drawer of my desk and get out a thumb drive. And somewhere in picking up that thumb drive, I felt this pop in my back. I'm like, oh, where did that happen? Like, when did I get that old that I'm hurting myself picking up a thumb drive, but yeah.
Right. You lift everything and you're fine.
Yep.
One thumb drive and you're done.
Right. Been funny. So there we go.
Ah. Okay.
All right. So any other questions? Cantankerous.
Cantankerous.
I like that.
Ooh.
Michael said he's wearing his pinwheel today. Todd asked earlier, what happened to my water bottle? My water bottle's at home. I need to bring, one of the water bottles up here too, because I keep drinking out of those because
you forget to. Yeah, you need to have
if you need nice water bottles, hit up Todd Wentz. He's
dude, it's amazing.
The coldest, those are absolutely great. I wish I did have it here, but we have a refrigerator right there and all that, so sometimes I just grab it here instead of bringing it back and forth.
So the containers are coming. The container is coming from Italy. How long will it take to get here?
3 or 4 weeks.
Okay.
Well, and assuming all the shipping lanes are open, 3 to 4 weeks, and so
I don't know.
Yeah. So, but they said 3 to 4 weeks. We're going to bring it into Houston, and we've looked at every possibility and way to do it. And we found a pretty good logistics person. And you either empty the container there and put 200 boxes on a truck and bring them up, or you bring the container up and you make real quick work of unloading it here. And I think we're going to the latter. And also there's just a lot of risk of, of that 200 boxes, you only get 199 of them.
Right.
That kind of thing. Better just leave it.
Leave
it sealed. So we'll figure all of that up.
And you guys are gonna see it because we're gonna sit there and video. Whatever it is.
Rayshawn Williams asked, who I think also lives in Vegas, asked, Chris, where is our phrase that I have not said at all today? I was actually concentrating on doing that. So
yeah. I say it all the time now. And it wasn't even something I said.
Somebody asked if the hologram denim has pockets. So this one, the Rebel, this is actually made, and these will all look different. These are actually made out of reclaimed jeans. And if it has a pocket wherever they cut it, and it's facing the right way like this one, yes, it does. So not all of them will have a little pocket that's open there, but the ones where it's cutting the denim on the pocket will have one.
Can we see some more mid-weight caps? Wool with cotton liners rather than quilted insulated.
Yes, and all the layered. I put in the summer liners on all the layered. And so load-in wool is interesting, for instance, and we do have to do the cap of the week here in just a second as well. And over here.
What load-in wool is interesting?
The load-in wool is interesting because it is, it's warm, it's all that kind of stuff, but it is a little bit thinner just feeling. I think it breathes just a little bit better. So it really does come down to the lining. And so, my oxblood is one of my favorite caps. I wear it every time I travel, all that kind of stuff. So, I wouldn't hesitate to wear that around today in 100-degree heat in Oklahoma. I wouldn't go outside and, try to do something outside for a long time or something in it, but wearing it from a car or whatever, wearing it inside.
Also, though, I think the tweed, like the Scottish tweed, the Harris tweed, Irish tweed, I guess, whatever it is. Anyway, those tweeds, and that is some of the thickest stuff I've ever seen in my life. Like some of those
Irish ones.
Yes.
Some of those that we saw, like when we were in Hannah or whatever, and they had some really thick ones. But it's
but when they're coming from England and England and Italy, they don't seem to be as thick, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then when they're coming from Scotland or Ireland, it's a different level of whateverness.
So breakwater here. So somebody talking about that. Driftwood is this one. And what breathes better, cotton or linen? The one with the thinner liner. And probably all things considered linen. But again, there's different weights of linen. There's different weights of cotton. The lower weight's going to generally breathe better. But the breathing also comes into how tightly woven it is. And all that kind of stuff.
Isn't this a ridiculous amount of information? There's so much stuff you have to know with these hats. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's nuts. Oh, Russell asked, what is an oxblood? Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, man. My oxblood that I normally have in my office is actually at our house because I started packing already. So I do not have the oxblood here to show.
It's like a deep red.
It's a deep red / burgundy / purple. All in that thing, kind of whatever you're wearing can look a little brown if you're wearing brown, and so that's I don't know. It's just a great color, but yeah, it's already at home to go on its trip.
Yeah.
So
Andrew said you need to launch an eyeglass line. That is an Eric Bowman thing,
It's
man.
an Eric Bowman thing.
Eric Bowman's got the hookup. Yeah, but it's a little ridiculous
a great pair of
too.
glasses I've been holding on to for a collab that's coming up in not too long.
You're nuts.
Hemp
breathes
yeah,
nicely.
well, that I was gonna say that's a good point. Whoever said Oxblood is not very far away from this shirt. Maybe just a little bit darker and deeper than this one. I
didn't even realize what you were wearing.
If I was about twice as tall at the very top of the thing, there's a patchwork that has a little bit of it. But anyway, we'll see it, and we'll have that out there. Just hope they get here. And so I think it's time to pick a winner.
Oh,
we can keep on talking as we want to, but let Sarah do her magic there. Oh, well, before we do that, Cap of the week.
Cap of the week.
Cap of the week. And one other one I wanted to show.
You failed us.
Cork all around. Cork all around. $58. We restocked this one yet again. Yes, cork does work. It's not like really. It's not going to break or something like that. It's like a normal brim. These are going to.
It's not cheap thin cork like you do with a bulletin board.
Yeah, it's not bulletin boardish or whatever. So this one is the cork all around patchwork. Again, $58. Use the code BRIMS20 on that. Cap of the week this week is the Linen Pub Blue and Natural. So these are normally $60 down to $48. Put the code on top of that as well. So going to be another $8 or $9 off. So you're going to be down to about $40 or so. Shipping included on this one. Get under where you can see the colors. So this is the Linen Pub in blue. There's the colors we're looking for. Get it under the lighting, right? So it's got some different panels here. Blue, a little bit darker blue, and this is actually going to be more of a green. And then the Linen Pub in natural is going to be this one. And I get you the colors again on that one. So this is really just going to be a natural linen, a little bit of beige, and a little bit darker, kind of a brown to gray on the side there. So that's the cap of the week this week. Linen Pub in blue and natural. All right. Now we will go ahead and take the winner that she picked there. And tonight, congratulations, Eric Zuzak. Eric Zuzak. Sorry if I mispronounced it either way. But congratulations, Eric, for winning a mystery box of your choice. So, I asked, is there any Sicilian cut lairds coming? We actually moved to a different flat cap shape with them. I like the Sicilian personally, but it is a little bit fuller, a little bit longer brim. And so we did move away from those to the more kind of traditional ones, if you will.
If you will.
Almost made it through the whole thing.
Fail.
Yeah, it was.
What a loser.
I know, right? All I had to do was be quiet.
I know. Couldn't do it.
Mm-mm.
All right.
So, congratulations, Eric Zuzak.
Email us. Well, Eric, you've got you can message him, Chris too, but you can email us.
Yeah. I don't know your size too. It's a mystery box. So
yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Boom.
Boom. So any other questions we're happy to take. Otherwise, we will plan on seeing you again. Check these out, Driftwood, Breakwater. Need anything, you can always message us, email.
What's the brown one you showed at the beginning?
Brown one I showed at the beginning. That could have been a couple of things.
I thought it was that one you had on, that one there. Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, so no. It's this one. It's this one. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's that one.
So a couple of things. Just talked about the Driftwood, but you may be thinking about the linen tone in brown, which is this one here. And again, really just a pretty, it's got kind of a nice, just a really nice sheen to it, being linen. And so this is a linen tone in brown. What hat am I taking to Vegas? Well, hat.
It's not
we got to take the ones that I wear a lot. Going to take all the ones that I need to show next Thursday night, all the ones for the next collaboration, anything else we're going to show next Thursday night, all the lairds if they come in. I need to take one of each of those. So yeah, it's
the amount of hats we travel with is disgusting. Let me
almost
just
like the number of pairs of shoes Sarah takes.
What? That's you. Also you. What are you talking about?
Yeah, possibly.
Right.
Um,
That's all you, dog.
Yeah. So yeah, these linen tones are nice. It's just got a nice shape to it, and you know, it's just this is a nice lightweight cap. So
Yay! Thank you,
all
guys.
right, thank you everybody. See you next Thursday night. Again, we will be talking about a collaboration there. Have some people from Hales talking about the process behind shakas and all that, which will be fun and interesting. And so we'll see you next Thursday night. And let us know if you need anything between then. Appreciate you.